Hello! Welcome back to another episode of Grad and Sad. I'm your host, Ragan Savage, and today we'll be talking about the post-grad blues. So grab a snack, sit back, and let's chat. Okay, so I'm sure you're probably wondering, what are the post-grad blues? Like, what are you talking about? So basically, the post-grad blues to me are like comparing your journey to someone else's journey, and not really fully appreciating the amount of effort, time, and energy that you've put in to get to where you are, like today. And so I'm going to talk about like what are the post grad blues and how to get out of them. So, like I said, like the post grad blues to me are like comparing my journey to someone else's. So, like going on Instagram or TikTok or, Facebook if you're into that. And comparing your journey, like seeing people traveling post grad and being like, oh my gosh, like that's amazing. They're traveling, like they're having the best time ever. They're meeting so many nice people. They're doing so many cool things. And, not really looking at the things that you've done, or like you see someone get a new job or like buying a new car. And these are to me like what I call like the post grad blues. And I feel like it's not really fair, like to yourself and to the other person, because you're comparing like a moment that they're sharing when in reality, like we don't know what it took for them to get there. We don't know what they went through. And like that picture that they posted or 5-second video clip that they posted does not really give you a honest depiction of, what happened prior to that photo. Like, who knows, maybe at the car dealership they literally got in an argument with the guy, and then their parent talked them down and now they got this car. Like, nobody, like, we don't know. It's just a clip or a picture that they chose to show of that accomplishment or that thing. Like, that story is like obviously it's like so off the wall. I mean, it could happen, I don't know, but it doesn't really give each side credit. Like, you need to give yourself some credit. And so I want to talk about like how to get out of like the post grad blues, and like two pieces of advice that I want to share is that number one, everything isn't always going to be this amazing event or spectacle. Like I said, like Instagram pics, like who, like I think about sometimes whenever, when other people are in a relationship and I have friends that I've like, oh my God, you guys look so cute in that picture. Like, and we get on the phone and we're like, girl, that was like the worst day of my life. Like that was the worst. And it's like, what? Like, really? I would have thought it was the best day ever. You were smiling and everything. And, when you talk to people, or when I was talking to my friend, and in certain situations it could be like, well, honestly, like, one of my friends and I got into an argument, and then we were late, and then this happened. So it's like, not everything that you see is this most amazing grand spectacle of like an event. And I think that's something like definitely to keep in mind. Okay, I hope my computer did not just die. Did it die? Okay, no, she didn't die. Okay. And so that's something that I just want you to like keep in mind. And I know it's easier said than done, but don't worry, girl, I got you. I'm gonna help you get there so that you're not always in this state of like comparison. I got you. Okay, and the second piece of advice that I want to say is like accepting things like to be like mundane and learning how to like make things fun. Like like one thing that I am trying to do more of is like, if I'm going to the grocery store, or if I'm going, if I have to go pick up something from like a friend, or whatever it is, I want to try and make everything fun. Like if I'm getting gas, okay, well, let me get a sweet treat. Like, I didn't come here just to get gas. I'm getting a sweet treat. Like, I want to make certain things exciting and fun, or inviting one of my friends to come over and help me meal prep, or like just sit and like watch me meal prep and just like talk with me, or come over and watch a movie on like a random like Wednesday, instead of just doing the mundane of like go to work, come back, eat dinner, go to, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to feel like I'm a freaking robot. So trying to implement different things into your like daily life can also kind of get you out of that like post grad blues. And so another thing is like, I want you guys to like really just think about like, I guess not think about, like, this is another way of like how to get out of like the post grad blues. So like I want you to go on your notes app and I want you to create like a little notes app that says like small or big wins. And I want you to keep track of those small or big wins. And that can be a range of different things. It can be like as small as or as big as like waking up before 10. Like I know that for me, I'm a morning person, so I try and wake up early and stuff like that. But it's like on the weekends, I be sleeping in like 12 o'clock, 12:30, and that's not even like that's just what I do. But on the weekdays, I try and strive to be up before really like 8 or like 7 because I like to go to the gym. So like keep a notes app and keep track of like small or big wins, and this is for you. This isn't for anyone else. Like somebody else's small or big win is going to be different from yours, and like that is 100% okay, because at the end of the day, like the goal is to keep track of ourselves. The goal is to ensure that we are giving ourselves credit no matter how big or small someone else says that your goals are. And another thing is like I want you guys to like every day in like either a notebook or even like there's an app where you can like record yourself and it's like diaries. I can't remember the name. But like record yourself in that app or write down on your notes app, like write 3 things you're grateful for. 3 things. You can find 3 things you're grateful for. I know you can. So I think that will definitely help you keep track of, the things that you currently have in your life and not always trying to go out and like compare your life to other people's. That's like a really small step, but like a big, big thing that'll help you for sure. And then like setting small goals, like bi-weekly or like monthly goals. Like a goal that I have like for myself is like making sure that I'm drinking enough water, because I don't do that. I don't do it. Nope, I don't. I'm trying, but I don't. Like I'm really trying to push myself to drink more water, whether I put, some lemons in there or cucumbers or whatever it is. I'm trying to push myself to drink at least 3 like water bottles like a day, which right now I'm not that successful, but you know what? That's why they're called goals, because it's a goal. We're getting there. So I would just say like that's definitely, something that I'd put on my like bi-weekly goals, and like check in with yourself and be honest and don't be too hard on yourself, because like you're doing this like for you, and setting these goals is supposed to kind of help you see, oh wow, I did do that, didn't I? Oh, I didn't even realize that, I've been wanting to do X, Y, and Z and I finally did it. So that is another way that you can kind of like keep those goals and like check in with yourself and stuff like that. And then also, like I said, like comparing yourself to others, it's not helpful to anybody or anything. Like if anything, it makes things like worse, at least for me. I'm speaking about myself. I will look at something else or someone else and compare it to like what I got going on, and it's the worst. It's the absolute worst. And I need to stop doing it. Because it's like, you don't know what that person, had to go through or what they've been through. And it's like, you may see that, oh, they just got a new car, but who knows? They could have literally felt the most insecure in their life that day, or they could have had the worst day when they took that picture, when they posted that video. Like, we don't know, and we may never know. And that's okay. But the most important thing is you have to be able to see the things that you have in your life and make sure that you're, showing gratitude and, being thankful for the things that you have. That's like the most important thing. So that is all that I have for you today. And that is a wrap on today's episode. Follow postgradandSad on Instagram and TikTok. And I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.